What's up, fight fans? It's your boys Tijon, Noah, and Jamil, and this is the All Real Crew.
I missed you guys.
Hey yo, you was turned up. You ain't miss us.
I was about to say no, he didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I seen the clip from Boss's set. I seen what it was doing out there.
I watched the show. I watched the show this morning that y'all did, and I was like, man, I missed them. I was like, shit.
I was highly jealous, especially since I had to refund my when I was supposed to go to the Tyler and Vince concert. I had to refund my tickets because of the UFC fight. Damn. I ain't been to a concert in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't fucking breathe in this thing. I'm not keeping this on the whole show, but I'm gonna see how long I can last.
Let me tell you something. T-Pain had the best set of the whole weekend.
Bro, it's T-Pain, bro.
That nigga rocked that shit.
It's T-Pain and that song on Denzel Curry album with him on it. So it's crazy. T-Pain don't miss.
He didn't do that.
He don't miss.
I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry at all.
Nothing to say.
I'm not
He's almost done cutting.
But yeah. We water loading over here.
It's so crazy that shit matches your complexion.
Fuck you. You know what?
He looked like
a low blow because we're all light skinned, so you didn't even have to go there.
He looked like the dad off of what's Timmy Turner's friend? His dad that be ashamed of him.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Chester?
Yeah,
Chester McBagbat. That's how his dad be walking around with the shame bag on.
Look, bro. I fucked up clearly. I think every pick that I made was wrong. Like every single individual pick that I did was incorrect.
This is new, Noah. I now know what it feels like.
That's right.
Every other pick we've done.
That's right. And you actually won this week. You won this weekend. You had the most correct picks.
I came in with a new strategy.
About the whole thing, Jamil don't even really be watching. Like he'll watch like. I came in.
Yeah, but that's what kills me because I was only picking with my heart. This time, I knew I had like 2 picks. I was like, I'm picking these with my heart. But everything else, I could be smart.
And the heart ended up paying off because your two boos came through for you.
I'm telling you,
speaking of,
check her out. Come on now.
This match was dope though.
It was the best match of the weekend in my opinion.
Hey, Bianca's walkout was fire. That was like a legendary Mania moment. With the band playing.
Damn it. I can't breathe in that shit.
It's okay. You've worn it enough. When I tell you to put it back on, you'll put it back on for another 30 seconds.
You said what?
When I tell you to put it back on, you will put it back on for another 30 seconds.
Nigga, I don't know what kind of dominatrix shit you think you're on.
That is the shame bag. No. So you should be ashamed.
You're right. You know what? Yeah, no. Just because I did lose, I will put on the shame bag whenever requested for this stream. But yeah,
actually, matter of fact, instead of muting you today, it will be the shame bag.
It'll just be the shame bag.
Tell you to bag up.
Listen. I really thought that Becky was gonna win this, but I wanted Bianca to win. I want to clear that up. I wanted Bianca to win.
Of course,
it just was the story looked like it was gonna go.
It made
that Becky was gonna win.
What you were saying made a lot of sense, but this was one that I was like, I'm picking who I'm picking, regardless of what makes sense.
Yeah, no, I mean every pick that I did, I used logic. I used like the most logic I could possibly do, and every single one of my picks, I explained it, and it just did not work out. They just screwed me completely. But this was definitely. I think it was the best match of WrestleMania. If you didn't watch it, definitely go back and watch it. That jump was fucking awesome, bro.
That was going crazy.
It's definitely based on how WWE books all their matches, where they always like whoever is gonna win at the pay-per-view is going to, be the one on the short end of the stick the show before.
Yeah.
But something about it, like I still felt as though Bianca was gonna win just because of the story.
Yeah.
Bianca had to win just because of what how SummerSlam played out.
That's facts.
It only makes sense.
I didn't take that into account.
And honestly, if Becky lost, if Becky won, it wouldn't have set up what I think is inevitably going to end up being a trilogy. Like I think there's one more match to follow after this. And then Bianca will go over in that as well. And then, the Raw Women's Championship will carry on with Bianca for the near future. I just think Becky's time at the top with the title is over. I think it's run its course, at least for the time being. But Bianca had to win. That's why I picked her.
Yeah. Becky had a good run, too.
Becky did have a great run. And, she does have this new persona going for her. So I am interested to see what that's going to lead to for sure. So
they did a good job. Like, all right, your time here as this level, like this champ is done, but we're going to rebrand it. So now you can come back as a whole different thing, and then we'll see the different possibilities.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm interested.
Most definitely. So then Amash, you said it too. Becky had an amazing title run. Everybody she feuded with became a star. Definitely.
She made it. She made a lot of the superstars on the women's side came from like she gave them that energy.
Yeah, I mean, you got Liv Morgan who had a huge pop. So I mean, yeah, that's definitely facts. But then we got this match that was a dud, like I thought it would be.
No, I disagree. This was a good match that suffered from a weak crowd.
It was bull.
People don't understand how much the crowd helps with the match
that's
itself.
Facts.
Like let's take into account.
But it was still a dud.
Let's take into account like the Pat McAfee match was good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on that match, but this match was just as good. The problem is the difference was it had two different crowds. This one was dead, whereas the other one was hot. But that's because
I don't think anybody wanted to see this match. I think that's why.
That's the problem.
Here's the thing with Ronda. She's a big star because she came from the UFC, the Olympics. But I think that's starting to die down.
Yeah. You're starting to see this was boring. Like
the personality
the match itself was fine if you take away the personas, but like the whole
personality is not there. Like
I don't know. I don't know if people were upset with Ronda though, because like you could tell Ronda was actually like doing a damn thing Saturday. You know what I mean? She actually looks like she's been working on her shit and she's been improving. And it was noticeable on Saturday.
Yeah, I think the placement was wrong. I think if they did it earlier, it may have been better.
It should have been the first match of the night. If we being real.
Yeah, if you make it the first match, it would have got better. Like that would have been better.
It had the least like outside hype. This was a match like, hey, we're gonna wrestle, but the investment wasn't really beyond that. Like a lot of the other matches, because of Becky and Bianca going at it earlier in the week and the hair getting cut and all that, it was a lot of drama that people wanted to tune in beyond just the wrestling.
Yeah.
But with this one, it was only this a dog wrestler, it's a wrestler. So you got to put those first, because the more the night goes on, you want to have those matchups where there's like behind the scenes beef and there's other things that gonna get you hyped. So this one I agree with you. This should have been the opener.
Yeah.
Because it would have been a good opener.
It would have been a very good opener.
And you can't put it after.
What opened? What opened Saturday?
Was Ronda and Charlotte the first day?
Yeah, they were the match before. They were the match before Stone Cold.
Usos, Rick Boots, and Shinsuke.
Yeah, see, nah.
And Rick Boots got injured.
Yeah,
he fucked up
even taking hindsight out of it, like knowing what we know, we wouldn't have known that Rick Boots would have gotten hurt. But still, Ronda and Charlotte probably should have opened.
Yep.
Yeah, because that way you could appreciate the good wrestling and not say that it was bad, because the crowd is just getting started anyway, and the crowd in the first match is gonna be rowdy no matter what. But you see like some craziness happen, people getting injured. That's like unexpected stuff. You see some good matches, and then you go with them, and they're like, "All right, what y'all gonna bring? Just some wrestling? That's not gonna be enough."
Bianca and I'll say Bianca and Becky would have filled that spot really well right before the main event, because they were hot for that one. It was a classic. Like I said, that was the best match of the night. That was the best match, not only of the night, but I think it was the best match of the weekend.
I agree. It definitely
it would have been a great way. It would have been a great way to lead into Stone Cold, because regardless, people were gonna be hot for Stone. It's fucking Steve Austin, bro.
Yeah,
like, you wouldn't have gone any wrong.
Yeah. No, that's facts. Getting into that too. The KO show.
That's crazy how we be segueing so perfectly.
Stamp, right? But we just be doing it. So real quick, for anybody, like, so y'all can keep up, for the Becky and Bianca match, I was the only one that lost. Everybody else picked Bianca. I was the only one that picked Becky. For Charlotte Flair and Ronda, I think we were all wrong. I think everybody said Ronda.
We all picked Ronda.
I went with Ronda.
Yeah. Who did we say for this? Did we all pick KO?
We all went.
I didn't.
No, I went Stone Cold. When you texted me, I told you I texted you Stone Cold.
I hate Kevin Owens, so I didn't go Kevin Owens.
I definitely had KO.
You were the only one.
This was a squash match, but it was great. Like, it was like the best.
You think it was a squash?
Yes, it was a squash.
I don't
pops
agree.
did KO have at all?
What?
What pops did, like, where did he have any moves that he like got anything off? Because he really didn't. The entire time he got his ass whooped all around the ring, all around the arena, up the ramp. Like, bro, that was a squash. It was a long squash, and it was fun.
When they went out to the crowd, he got some stuff in. He got a stunner in.
A little bit.
He got a stunner in. I don't think it's a squash if you're allowed to get a little bit of action on KO. I mean, on Steve Austin, and then get your finisher off. I don't think that's a squash. Yeah. It was definitely one-sided.
It felt like a squash.
It was one-sided. I won't disagree. But I think it was not a squash. And I think KO did his shit. I don't think anybody expected KO to go in and get a immense amount of offense though. Like, it's fucking Stone Cold. One is Stone Cold. Two, you're bashing Texas, where Stone Cold is from. Yeah. Three is fucking Stone Cold. Like, he's not coming. He went out losing. If you're gonna bring him back after 20 years, he's not going out losing. Especially if, I didn't even know this, but his first match ever was in Dallas, Texas. When he said that shit, I was like, oh, he's about to whoop his ass.
He about to turn up. It's on.
Yeah.
He
here for one thing only.
But do y'all think he's gonna like be coming back, or y'all think that was really it? Because he said it was it, but he seemed to be having fun.
I mean, not on a regular basis, but
definitely next Mania. That, but I'm saying cameos.
Next Mania, next Rumble, he may like align himself with one of the young guys.
Say hell no.
That brother will forever be doing them broken skull sessions. He's done. He loves wrestling. Don't get me wrong, because in years past, whenever you would ask him, like, are you going to come back for one more? Are you going to do some shit? He was always like, no. But, like, you know, he said it best. You just never lose the love and passion for the business. However, I think that he has done all that he can. And I truly believe that he may be content with never doing anything to that extent ever again. Will he make a cameo every once in a while? Absolutely, because he's Stone Cold. He's the biggest star in wrestling history. You know, he's the most lucrative and best-selling wrestler in history. So, of course he's gonna show up.
That guy, 316. But I did hear that The Rock is gonna make his comeback in LA next year.
They have to. It's the only next thing up.
Yeah.
Like, it's the only next thing up. There's not much more up you can get from daggone Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see Steve Austin coming out for that just because it's The Rock.
Like, there's only been so many. There's only been so many wrestlers that can still get in the ring that are of that level. And right now, out of those, The Rock is the man. He's the most requested, highest paid actor in the game right now. He's one of the most popular. They got this man announcing stuff that he has no business announcing. He's putting UFC, like, opening the Super Bowl. Like, the dude's everywhere.
In LA.
Yeah, and so it only makes sense for this to be the next thing where it all started. Like, you got to swing it back around. If you in the ring for the UFC to give out the BMF belt, and then you're talking about the Super Bowl when the game starts, as if like, there's so many other people that were more qualified to open the Super Bowl with a monologue or a talk or something.
That's facts.
But it's The Rock because he's that man.
Yeah.
So this is the most on brand for him is to be a part of this next year. Yeah. And I hope they do the proper prep and everything so that it's not just like, I hope he gets fully back into his persona. Like, I hope he fully comes into it.
Yeah, most definitely. And yeah, going back to what about the match itself, this was super hype. I mean, the pop that Stone Cold got was loud as fuck, and rightfully so. The joint was wild, and he was just like taking it all in, which was dope. And back to Noah's point about him being like satisfied, I definitely get that, especially after what we saw with Triple H and everything, like how he just left the boots. And he was cooling. It wasn't like he had any, like, he didn't seem upset or nothing. He was just like, all right, like, I'm out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it is about that time that, these wrestlers, the old school wrestlers that, we grew up on are starting to, like, take a step back.
Their way out. Yeah, we know you're anti-old.
Everyone's
you're
looking
such
for,
an ageist.
everyone's looking for their
final.
They're all looking for their final moment. So, from that perspective, I can see, like, what is a bigger final moment for Steve Austin? Hometown first match.
Yeah,
it don't get no better than that. So that's for facts. That to be his, like, every wrestler's looking for their perfect finale. For Triple H stinks because he didn't get to have that perfect finale. But I think he had enough time to deal with it because by the time we get the news, he's probably already been. That was like back in December or January, so like he's had that time to kind of come to terms with that and accept his situation. So I think, like, I still think he'll get a more proper tribute at some point, like a fully fleshed out thing, or in some way be involved to where they honor him. But they did a good job showing him some love. And
when he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame 2 years from now, yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Definitely. So he'll miss his final, like, perfect way out, but that's just what happens. Like, the health side,
exactly.
The other end of that lifestyle,
But
it is definitely poo-poo butter.
Are you watching Raw right now, Noah?
Can you hear it?
No, I'm watching it. I'm watching it and streaming, just like
yeah. I have it in the side of my peripheral.
Yeah, but no. So I asked that because if we're talking, I mentioned the big pop that Steve Austin got. The loudest pop that I've heard in a long time, though, came from this match. And if you're tuning into Raw, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes are on the screen right now.
Yes, they are.
They going
out. It's pretty awesome.
They might be about to. I think Seth might be looking for his rematch.
They talking that talk right now. My man Cody
talking.
On him.
They're not talking. I don't think we could give live updates.
They're just staring each other down.
Yeah.
Cody had like this long segment about, just like him being back. Oh, he just tossed the mic. Yeah. All right.
So
I don't want to take off over what we're doing. So real quick, recapping this one. Yeah. Your favorite mid-Carter is back, baby. Cody Rhodes back.
But he's not a mid-Carter now. He's a superstar. He is a superstar, son. Bro, the moment he rose up from the floor, I was like, this dude is he's an instant megastar. He can do no wrong now.
The crowd was going wild. It was so
sweet. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. And I'm so happy to see him back. I'm happy. about the direction they took with this match. There were several callbacks to his previous characters. You peeped the cartwheel and the Stardust. And I that was my favorite part of the match, only because Corey Graves understood what was going on. Because Byron Saxton wanted to play dumbass, and he was like, "Oh, he's showboating," and Corey Graves was like, "That is not showboating. That brother is shedding. He's shedding old skin, and he's new now.
Yeah,
he's new. That shit was beautiful. That was a beautiful bit of storytelling, and that was like
real quick for anybody not watching, real quick. So Seth just shook his hand and dipped. That was it. Very anticlimactic.
I think that indicates that they're gonna have a rematch.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey,
I'm with it.
You got it last time. I'll catch you again."
I'm with it.
Yeah,
that's crazy though. I even liked Cody when he was first with WWE. Like before he started doing the Stardust shit, I was a big fan of Cody. Like I loved Cody. He had some innate charisma in him. He's Dusty Rhodes' son, so you have to have it somehow, some way. Dusty's like one of the most charismatic dudes to ever grace wrestling.
Yeah, and he also did some of those moves too. He did that
the bionic elbow.
Dusty Rhodes, them jabs and shit. That elbow.
Yeah, the bionic. Yeah. So
yeah, I did peep that.
I like Cody, bro. I like he's athletic. He fits the mold of the wrestling style that I like the most. Well, no, second to most. I love the luchador style first. But like Cody and Seth and I don't know, those guys who have power but can illustrate some high flying athleticism, those are the guys that I like to watch the most. But I've always liked Cody, and I like the fact that he's back now and he's established himself outside of the promotion. He's come back and he's looking like he's about to get skyrocketed to the top. So I like that shit. I'm all for it.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's gonna be a very interesting year, like between now and next Mania. They're shaking it up.
Most definitely. But all right, so this match I'm about to put up was okay. I think it was like perfect where it was supposed to be.
And better than it should have been.
It was better. Yes, I will agree with you. It was better than it should have been. But I didn't like the end. I didn't like the whole like smashing Angela on the ropes and like it was cheesy to me. I didn't appreciate it. I did not appreciate it for what it was.
I don't know. I liked it. I mean, I'm not maybe because I've always like approached this feud with my expectations in hell. So
that's fair.
So like, anything they do, if it's good, like I told you, remember we talked about this after the Elimination Chamber, and I was like, Madcap and fucking Drew McIntyre's match at Elimination Chamber was way better than it should have been.
Yeah,
but this was better than it should have been.
I was telling you, Madcap, they both can wrestle, but Madcap is the better wrestler to me.
I disagree because Madcap almost got his neck broken. So,
you
do that shit. You do that shit. I don't know if you're that great of a wrester.
He was fine though. He was
not only can you not protect others, you can't protect yourself. That's some shit. So
he was willing to sacrifice himself. That's all.
Yeah, I thought it was great, bro, and I love the work that Baron Corbin is doing, bro. He's slowly gaining a fan in me, bro. Cause like, he doesn't like overdo it. He doesn't do shit that he knows he can't do, but what he can do, he executes that shit to perfection. Like I love his moveset now, and I actually find this. I thought this match was good because like I like false finishes, and the fact that Drew is the first guy to kick out of the end of days was great.
Yeah,
that's something that you save for somebody like Drew, and you save it for something like WrestleMania. So I thought the match was well laid out. I think it did exactly what it needed to do and putting Drew over and ending the feud. It was a great cap to it. what I feel like was a dumb.
I am glad that it's done. I was getting tired of it, so I was kind of waiting for this because now I want to see what's next for the three of them. I just want to see what everybody's about to do because this has been going on since literally January 1st, and we're in April.
What you think about this then? If you're saying,
I mean, I kind of mentioned it before. I think that Madcap and Happy Corbin are about to turn on each other. You kind of can see it. They've been kind of like not on the same wavelength. So I could see a match coming between them. That would be kind of cool. I would actually really appreciate that match.
You know what a Madcap Moss face turn means, though, right?
What's it mean?
He's about to go into oblivion. If he goes face and leaves Baron Corbin, he will be off television screens in about 6 months.
So you think that's a problem?
It wouldn't be a bad thing for him, but if we revisit, the way WWE books its guys, especially its lower mid carders, he will be off all televisions in the next 6 months. Unfortunately.
I mean, like you said, that's not necessarily a bad thing because nobody really liked the character. So I think that would actually be a good thing because then he could come out with something different.
Yeah. So
kind of tired of it.
You can tell Vinnie Mac treasures short-term eye grabbers, and a face Madcap Moss, spewing out corny jokes is not a bad little 6-month gimmick to carry on. And I think he'll know when it's time to pull that trick, pull that plug on Madcap.
Well, like Amashu said, I see it coming and I see it happening very, very soon. So I'm in complete agreement with that. I don't see that being a huge news, or I wouldn't be mad at that. But as long as his character gets some kind of rework, then cool. Fuck it. I'm fine with that. But moving on to my most disappointing match. I was so blown with this shit, man. So blown. I know that it was an injury, and I really hope Rick Boogs is good, and his recovery will be better. But I think that they just screwed up their careers because that was not supposed to happen.
Whose careers?
Rick and Shinsuke.
Oh, Shinsuke's career has been screwed.
Yeah, Shinsuke's been screwed, but I think that I think they were supposed to win this match, but the injury literally fucked everything up, and they knew. So good on the wrestlers for having that much awareness. But I really think that the Usos were supposed to lose.
I don't think so.
I think they were.
I don't think so. Looking at the match and knowing how the rest of the dynamic was going to play.
Rick and Shinsuke were dominating in the beginning.
They were, yeah. That shit, they were going to win. The Usos were going to win.
Yeah. It's anytime one guy is clearly dominating in the beginning, other guy wins 9 times out of 10.
This is the one pick that I don't regret making. Actually, no, there are 2 picks, and I know y'all clown me for the other one, but we'll talk about that when it comes up.
Who'd you pick?
I don't for this.
Yeah,
Rick Boogs and Shinsuke.
Oh, so yeah, you were with me because I definitely.
I don't regret making this pick because I really thought they were gonna lose, but Roman was gonna win, and it was gonna really start planting the seeds for a long-term story about the dissension of the bloodline. But it's really looking like they might be around for a little while longer before we even start seeing some hints and teases of that. But yeah, I think Shinsuke and Rick Boogs were supposed to lose.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel what you're saying, and I get it, but I still think that I don't know. Part of me I guess I just am being in denial. I don't think they were supposed to.
Yeah, you have a reasonable bias toward Rick Boogs because we all love Rick Boogs, or at least me. I don't know how Jamil.
My whole thing with this one was I didn't watch this match, but going into it, I was like, I'm not too familiar with Shinsuke, but I'm not a big Rick Boogs fan, so I just went with the Usos. And then this was one of those ones where it's like, I need some picks that I know both of y'all are going to go with. So I don't know who was supposed to win, but I know I'm the least knowledgeable. So if I won this one, I probably wasn't supposed to win this.
Honestly, the Usos was a safe pick, though.
That's
it's a like, safe pick.
I knew the name.
It
I
is
know
a safe pick.
And on Mania, you know, your big time people gonna show up, but I didn't know how big time Shinsuke was, and I knew Rick Boogs was pretty big time. I'm just not a fan.
I'm not fucking with Raw right now. No, I know you're watching. I don't like what they're doing to Liv and Rhea right now. This is ridiculous. Hey, bro, relax, this is getting ridiculous.
Relax.
What's up with
Rhea? Rhea is supposed to be a solo star. They're just building up.
I swear.
It'll be okay. It'll be all right.
It needs to. This needs to happen, so it's fine. So, get into the next match, though. All right. New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. This was quick as shit.
Yeah, like, it was.
This one, I almost
honestly, was this on night 1 or night 2?
Night 2.
I thought it was 1.
If it was night 1, this was the worst night of night 1. This was the worst.
No, yeah, it was night 1. It was night 1.
This was the worst match of night 1.
Because it says it.
Honestly, like night 1. The reason why I say night 1 was better was because there was nothing really wrong with night 1. So there was nothing wrong about this match. It just was not right.
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Hold on. I can. Let me go get him. We're gonna have a special guest real quick.
My
man was turned up watching Raw.
Yeah, well, he was turned up about Butch. Hey,
Rhea not taking nothing from Bianca. You gotta relax.
I don't know, bruh. I don't know. But this guy. Yeah, there was nothing special about this match, but it wasn't nothing wrong about it. I think I picked the New Day because I like the New Day, and I'm always gonna pick the black people to go over on WrestleMania. But
see,
like
this was I was talking with Tijan about this. I'm the same way, except with them.
He says he can't do Kofi.
I remember hearing that on Saturday's episode, and I was slightly salty.
I break that rule on.
So you picked Ridge Holland and Sheamus?
Yeah, easily.
Okay.
And
he picked. I don't think
I hated Sheamus when he first came out.
The right team went over.
On fire.
The right team went over.
I did not come up a Sheamus fan when he first was in.
Neither did I. I actually am still not a fan of Sheamus.
The only reason I mess with Sheamus now is because when Gordon Ryan for those who know the jiu-jitsu side, Gordon Ryan, when he was beefing with DMV rapper Young Manny kept calling him Sheamus. So I was laughing and I just became a Sheamus fan. Every time I see Sheamus, I think of Gordon Ryan.
That's funny.
They was arguing on Instagram Live. They was arguing. He kept calling him Gordon Ramsay, and he kept putting up a picture of Sheamus, and that joint had me dying. So then I was like, all right, now I gotta rock with Sheamus from now on because of that.
All right.
So yeah.
All right. So what y'all think of this one?
It went how I thought.
Another match that was better than it should have been.
Better than expected.
It went how
to wrestle. That I didn't see it happen.
It came down literally. That's what I was saying. I was like, if this man actually put the time in, which he hasn't been doing much, like he hasn't been boxing. He wasn't boxing like his brother. He's kind of just been doing his internet show, and with them Paul brothers, like that's never all you're doing. So when he said he's wrestling, I'm like, man, if he was actually taking this serious, and he knows what the bread that wrestling can bring in and how it can help him, he's gonna do a good job.
And he was preparing because I had seen some behind the scenes footage of him doing some training.
Yeah, I was like, man,
he did a frog splash during training. I was like, that's a better frog splash than a lot of dudes who have been wrestling for 10 years.
It's like I was like, man, all he has to do was out wrestle Dominic, which isn't hard to do.
What's up, yo?
I was like, if he could at least look as good as Dominic, which like I was talking to teacher, I was like, man, it shouldn't be that hard to look as good as Dominic.
Yeah.
So I was like, as long as he can get up to that level of performance, then it's gonna look good for him.
I do remember you saying that.
Dominic,
I do remember that.
Dominic does need to go to NXT
He does. I've been saying that.
He got the booster pack.
Saying that.
He got the legacy booster pack. He should have he should have did a lot more development. He got the booster pack.
It's so sad because like, how do you peak on your first match?
Yeah,
like he had his first match during the pandemic.
Go to NXT and it would be fine, but this whole learning on the fly shit is just not working.
But you know why they did that?
It's because it's his dad.
Yeah. I think second generation luchadors have it harder.
There's an expectation.
If you grow up in the States, it's a lot harder, I think. I think it comes down to that. Because you don't get as much of the authentic luchador culture. You're more Americanized.
I don't think I did. I think I'm gonna disagree with that because Rey Mysterio is the greatest cruiserweight to ever live. So like, and then you were under, Eddie for a little bit, so you were able to watch that, and you know how close Eddie was.
Yeah, but he didn't he didn't come up how they came up. America is different,
true,
man.
That's true, but you're still learning under the greatest luchador to ever do it.
Yeah.
I think there are some great
part of it.
American luchadors. Like I know you probably don't know who Ninja Mac is, but I consider him luchador, and he's a dog.
I think another part of it comes into the age, Rey Mysterio's age, and then wanting to make sure they get him in the ring with his son, that they were willing to rush his development because you let him sit for 5 years.
T, put that bag on your head.
For his Ninja Mac joint.
All right, I knew it was coming.
Put the bag on your head. You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, Nigga Mac.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think a part of it goes into the age of Rey Mysterio. They're like, is he going to be able to sit around for the 3 years or 2 to 3 years that it may take of Dominic being on NXT or developing before he's ready to actually be next to his dad and look good? Or do we want to push it now while we know Rey can look good and just hope that Dominic just kind of does all right? Like he kind of learns on the fly. So I think that's kind of a lot of what's going on.
Yeah.
Because Dominic clearly looks like he's not of the level to be standing next to his dad right now.
No, he's not even close.
Not at all.
I think they wanted
and
to
he's going to be the reason why Rey Mysterio stays in because he's not going to leave until he's ready.
That's what I'm saying. I think Rey.
Thank you. I'm about to have to put it right back on though.
I think it's fine. It was fine if Rey would have just stayed in the tuck. I think Rey should have just stayed. Like he should have just soft retired and chilled until Dominic was ready. And then it would have been a very big moment.
Stamp. It would have.
Then they could have had a run together, and then they could have passed the torch. They did get the tag team
titles, which was a huge.
I was about to say he's not ready, but what he's done, the accomplishments that he does have are very commendable. Like, I mean, he had a show stealer with Seth in his debut. Yep. Like you're 20. He was 21, 22 at the time.
Yeah, and
he had that quality of a match. Yeah. Your first match. He had SummerSlam debut.
It was that's why I said. Album, and your second album, you're like, hey, dog, it's not really doing it. You just got lucky. Like, you got lucky. Moment you just was here.
Because we still got another couple celebrity matches to talk about. But I think WWE is starting to develop this problem where they feel like they have to put the celebrities over.
Yeah. I mean, I did like the fact that Miz hit Logan with the skull crushing finale. I will say that was great. I did appreciate that because that's a nice little turn.
Yeah, and I've come to realize that like like in his few appearances, people love to boo Logan Paul.
He's a Paul brother. That's why.
Yeah,
everybody likes.
I don't know. I guess since he's crossing over to the wrestling world, they love to boo him. And so like it was a nice little touch for the crowd because they kind of popped when Miz dropped him.
He's branded ever since he did that stupidness where he got canceled, the Japan incident and all that on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of did a good job rebranding as y'all can dislike me. I deserve to be disliked. Like he branded himself as like a real life heel.
Because he said he knew he fucked up, and so he kind of was like, all right, like I'll take that on the chin.
He's like, I'm okay. You know he's like he was like Russ, the rapper. He's like, I'm okay with being hated.
Yeah,
like it's fine. If that's who I'm gonna be, then that's who I'm gonna be. But I'm gonna still be big. I'm gonna be the most hated. So he like even in his joint with Floyd, like he's talking trash and he's doing the most. Like he's like, I'll just be a real life heel. So for him, I thought it made sense, the crossover. So it would make sense, like the reaction to that. Like, yeah, we hype. We got us like a real life heel here. Get body slammed. Get turned on.
Well, all right. So going into this one, like I said, I got the bag ready because this one was a bad pick. This one was my bad pick.
Keith,
go ahead.
Keith, we all expected Cody to return. The second they started talking the first Cody stuff, we were all like, yeah, he gonna be here.
Oh, bro, I mean, my logic though, again, it could have happened. Alpha Academy could have won.
No, they weren't.
They could have.
There was only one team that was going.
This is when I had to go against my better judgment because I like these black guys. They're not Kofi Kingston. It's my opponent. You know, my rival per se. But I rock with the Street Profits. You know, I rock with the Street Profits, and I thought they can get it done. Even though, I mean, like I didn't really think they could win. I just thought I had to rock with them. It was one of those. Fair.
I'm sorry, I'm listening, but I cannot stop looking at this damn bag.
It is really hilarious.
That's not your penmanship. I know it.
No, Barna did it.
T-John can't write like that with either hand.
Barna did
it. Okay. But, you know, I went with RK Bro because I feel like this was the one surefire. I mean, I know it was a safe pick, but I felt like it was surefire. Like, not a lot of the matches I felt like were obvious picks.
That's T-John right now.
They were like, I feel like there were only a few matches that were obvious picks. I feel like the Bianca one was an obvious pick. This one was an obvious pick because I didn't think that the hottest tag team was going to drop their titles.
Thank you.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
I'm sorry. Elias is back, but he's not Elias anymore, and he doesn't even have.
I was about to say, who the hell? Elias is on Raw right now, guys, and
he looks like a damn. He looks like
he's with Kevin Owens right now in the ring.
Yo, this is so nasty, bro. I don't like
weird.
This.
I don't want to look at that. Anyway.
Okay.
Why
anyways,
do I have
I'm sorry.
Tag on my head, bro. It's because I fucked up, and clearly I must have been drunk as hell because I was wrong on every single pick and prediction that I had for WrestleMania. That's why I have the bag of shame on my head. I don't think I could have gotten more wrong. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
they said you look like OG Cody Rhodes with the bag on the head.
He said the dashing Cody.
Hey, so like I said, this was a surefire pick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get sidetracked. But like I said, they couldn't have dropped the titles on the hottest tag team possibly in wrestling at the biggest show in the year. You know, Especially to the fucking Alpha Academy. I'm sorry. They dropped those on Raw. They dropped them on Raw, but they're not dropping them again in Mania.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with that. I do see Alpha Academy getting them titles back. I do. I'm not gonna hold you. They're gonna get it back.
I don't.
They're too good as a duo. They're great.
Not those specific ones. If they don't do away with the brand split, I can see them doing some shit. I could honestly see them turning face. Like, not soon.
I don't want that. I do not want them going.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind it. Like, honestly, that could be the thing that gets Chad Gable over the top. If they get over as a face team, that might be what.
I just like the gimmick. I love.
He does. He does great heel work. He does great heel work.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could be a great heel too, but
yeah,
I don't know. This gimmick I feel like would work.
I mean, we're gonna see
as a face.
And yeah. Speaking of,
thank you.
Gable and Otis.
About that.
Yeah, Gable Stevenson. He didn't even do anything. You can't say he's uncharismatic. He hasn't done shit.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I told y'all, and we had two things. We was like, either he's been getting ready, or he's actually focusing on getting his last NCAA title, which he should have been doing. And they just gonna throw him in there and say, "Hey, just show face, take your shirt off, flex up a little bit, and we're gonna get you ready."
And that's what
happened.
That is exactly.
He wasn't ready. Happened. He wasn't ready to pick up a single soul. He would have really hurt somebody if he would have tried to grab somebody.
He did a little suplex though. He did something. He did a little.
Yeah, something. But it's like he wasn't ready for action, resistance.
Yeah, no, it wasn't match worthy. Like there wasn't a match about to happen. Yeah, I'm thinking that he's gonna be on Raw tonight though.
He probably still on his party train from winning NCAAs and graduating college.
I'm sorry, but like I know he hasn't done anything, but the little bit that I did see last night, it was last night. It wasn't like, of course, the technique is there, but like everything after that and everything before the belly to belly, it was dry. It was dry as shit, and it looked like a guy who's just starting to get his feet wet.
Yeah, I don't think American wrestlers crossing over into WWE is as impactful as it was back in the day.
It's not. I'll give you that, because but I feel like
old school wrestlers were like American heroes.
That charisma.
Yeah, them old school guys like Angle is like, you're an American hero. Gable Stevenson, he's an Olympic champ, he's NCAA champ, but he doesn't quite have that. Now that could be a racial thing, like he just doesn't get viewed as the same, or he doesn't carry the same thing. But I don't know. I just think it's the times. Like wrestling isn't
like Manshu just said, he can they could be taking their time with him because he has potential. He has a lot of potential to be great. So it just depends on how quickly they try to rush him out. You know what I mean?
They gotta develop him really well. Yeah. I don't think he's not a natural that type of person.
The difference is
he's trash online, but like in person, he's real chill, laid back.
Yeah.
The difference is they shot Kurt Angle out there when they thought he was ready enough. I think they're just trying to rush Gable because of his name. I think
I was about to say his name.
Rushing him. They've been rushing him too because like everywhere he goes, like he's on camera. And you could just feel that they're really trying to push him. Like
I think it's on him, not them, because if he puts in the work, he can be ready very fast. It's all on true. If he's willing to put in the work and like study and do what he needs to do. Like if he's willing to grind, he'll be okay. But because WWE is gonna push him regardless. They're like, hey, you get pushed whether you're ready or not. So he's either going to get ready and be so special, or he's not, and he'll be out of here in a couple years.
Well, I mean, the best scenario, he has the best scenario right now because he's feuding with Chad Gable, and that's literally his style of wrestling. So that's going to that's probably the best setup that they could give him is giving him somebody like Chad.
Bruh, like I'm telling you, son, he was in the third row on the corner seat in the Hall of Fame. During the Hall of Fame ceremony, he was like front and center in the third row.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I know. That's how I know they trying to put them rocket ships on that man's back.
Yeah.
But
we'll see. We will see. But speaking of another fantastic match, though, Edge and AJ Styles. It wasn't the best match. It didn't even crack top 5 Edge matches. But it was still good.
The match was good. I'm just disappointed because I really thought they were gonna deliver with this classic.
I did too.
And I am
a bit disappointed. And
it started like it was about to go down. It started, you were like, hey, this is about to be it. This is what we were talking about.
I mean, first off, did you see the entrance? Edge's new entrance music, he took over the best entrance. Like, it reminded me of Triple H and how he used to come out for all his WrestleMania entrances. Like, it was dope as fuck, bro. And so, like, my expectations were, like, through the roof. And 5 minutes into the match, I was like, oh, hell, okay. So this isn't going to be one of them, but it's fine, right? And what I didn't like was the end. Like, I get it for story, but having Damian Priest just stand there was weird. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't even really a distraction. He just was standing there.
It was very weird. Bro, I've noticed this pattern of them liking to do these, like, weird interferences at Mania. Like, last year it was the dude with
extra cameos and stuff.
Yeah, last year it was the dude with Apollo Crews. I can't remember who the dude it was the year before. Actually, no, they did it okay the year before. It was with Bianca, and she came out and saved her actual boo.
Me? I wasn't in danger.
Nah.
I think I was quite safe.
She was quite sweet. She even got nicknames for bruh. Tez.
Chill.
Tez.
That's not even a tight nickname. Like, what?
My man's salty. But we got a question. When are we gonna get a match of the year?
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got you. But
we got you right now. Fuck it. Let's talk about it.
All right, fuck it.
What you got to say?
Fuck Edge and Styles. That's what I got to say. This shit was great, son. I enjoyed this.
It was like, it was a collab made in heaven.
That was funny as shit. This was one that we all got wrong too. I think we all picked Sami Zayn winning this one.
Yeah. It was a collab made in heaven, to be honest. Like, Jackass awesome. WWE, I didn't think it could be that perfect of a blend, but it makes all the sense.
Yeah.
All they do on Jackass is put themselves in compromising situations with no regard to safety.
With wacky ass contraptions, bro. Because who the fuck ever thought they were gonna bring out a damn 20-foot long mousetrap?
Fucking nobody, bro.
So for them to like blend that into the wrestling world, I think they did it perfect. Like,
oh, it was great.
Had his homies, had my man Jasper Dolphin in there.
Yeah,
my man.
I was hyped.
Hey, Tremaine was crip walking at the end of the match.
It was really entertaining. Like, I couldn't see it any better. Like, that was exactly how I thought it was gonna go. Except I thought Johnny was gonna lose.
Yeah, I did think I was surprised that the whole Jackass crew was like able to work in. That was just like a great surprise. And I believe that Sami Zayn does deserve better, but this was fucking awesome. Like,
but I think it was good. I think
Sami Zayn need a fat check.
Yeah, I think he's content with where he's at though.
Give him a fat check. He's like, I'll give you a show.
Yeah. He said he's having fun right now, and you can see it.
Give me my bread. I'll give y'all a show. I don't gotta win. Just keep the bread coming. I'm gonna keep giving you a show.
He's like SmackDown's Miz.
But I tell you what, if at some point he wants to make a run,
dominant pretty quickly.
If at some point he wants to make a run, they better respect him because he put it. He did all this for y'all.
Yeah, but
hold on.
I honestly think
I'm laughing because Veer Mahan just showed up after like a year of promo. Then he finally showed up.
and they probably going crazy right now. I God. I know. Sami Zayn has to have like some type of big run, and I think his time as a heel is coming to an end because I think he's done all he can as a bad guy. I think that that gimmick is great for a face if he chose to do so now.
Beer came.
You came. Pause.
And he's beating the shit out of Ray and Dominic. What has happened? All the virgins. Yeah, I was about to say.
Damn, he clotheslined.
Manju is a beer fan. They called the Virgins, apparently. The fan base of Veer Mahan is the Virgins.
Yeah, because Veer. Hey, Himanshu, is Veer like big over there?
I think so. Sure he's an Indian wrestler.
He's native. He's got to be big.
Man, that dude was a daggone professional baseball player as well. Like
he was.
Yes.
I know nothing about All I know is what the promo that I've been forced to watch every single like WWE. That's all I know about this guy.
People are probably amped because the inside joke that Veer has been promoted for like 20 years.
That's Sam.
He's choking the shit out of Dominic right now.
Yeah.
Son.
You and him just now. Sorry, man. We're covering multiple things. Welcome to how WrestleMania weekend basically went for me all fucking weekend, guys. This was my life. I was doing multiple things and then trying to cover other stuff too. But it was fun. But,
Yeah, he played he got signed by the Pittsburgh Pirates.
What?
He was a professional player in India. And he won like a pitching competition and then they signed him.
Oh, shit.
He was on like a show called $1 Million Arm.
Wild.
That's crazy.
Okay, Veer.
They made a
I'm
movie
watching.
about it.
That's crazy. Oh.
He has a Disney movie about him.
Wow. He's the most unheard of push guy I've ever heard of.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. But Bubbles. And I got the shades.
We all knew this was going down.
Damn, this shit's crooked as hell.
I know, right? He broke him.
Oh, your son.
But it's cool because it's like when he lost or when he got when he went over to the house and there was like the one that was broken out. But see, got the bubbles.
I feel like Bubbles got punched in the face.
I'm gonna stop doing shit for y'all entertainment. Fuck
that. I loved it. I love it. Hey, this match sucked. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This shit was terrible. This shit was the one.
It did not suck. It was not the worst match.
You got Big Omos who could barely move, and then you got injured Bubbles. Like, I think they did the best they could to salvage some Bubbles participation.
Yeah, agreed.
And the right man went over. I'm not even gonna lie. That's what saved it. If Omos won, I would have been like, this shit is probably the worst.
You knew he was gonna lose though. I'm pretty sure we all had
Bubbles. No, we all had Bubbles because we voted for Bubbles for the culture.
Yeah.
Don't lie. Like you was putting some brain behind picking Bubbles. We all
no. It was like, why would they? Why would they bring him back to lose?
If they bring him back, yeah,
they wouldn't bring him back to lose.
He needs to recover. He's clearly not healthy.
Yeah.
So if they bring him back, he got to win because he's not going to even be brought back in the capacity that he was supposed to be. This wasn't what he was supposed to do.
Bianca with the strap on TV. I was about to say Bianca with the strap on. She got on that. I meant
put that shame bag on, cuz.
This man just said Bianca with the strap on, bro.
No, it wasn't.
Put the damn bag on.
Don't ever say my girl got on the strap on because I don't play that. So why she got that on? Not for me.
Shame on you for saying strap.
This is some bullshit.
She looking right for me right now? I ain't watching.
No, because she got
the belt on.
She got a strap on, so she ain't looking for Jamil.
I don't know who she looking for with a strap on.
That's what I said. She ain't looking for you. This is strap.
That's what Chad's like.
Damn it.
Chad's spicy.
All right.
Speaking of strap on, going right into this match.
Come on, cuz.
What? You just said speaking of the strap on.
No, listen, because nah. So listen. If you watch the entrances, did it not look like Rhea and Liv came out in full dominatrix? All they were missing was the strap.
No, I give it that to you. Shorty had the whip.
Yeah, that shit was not Batman. That
they
shit
look like they came from one of them clubs.
Y'all just let me finish. Y'all just was
Strap
ready
man.
to clown me.
They came from one of them nasty clubs.
Strap man and Catwoman.
They was looking crazy.
That's dope. That's a good ass name, Strap Man.
Hey,
that's
son,
a very
that shit
nasty
terrible.
Halloween idea.
That's a wild.
She looked more like what's that day? Oh, the Enchanted Shorty, Angelina. You know what I'm talking about? The Angelina Jolie shit.
What's her name? With the devil horn.
Maleficent. Yeah. Maleficent. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There
she looked more like Maleficent than fucking Batman.
Yeah.
It's like if Maleficent
it looked
had
terrible.
A daughter.
It looked bad.
She
I'm not gonna lie.
Act just like her.
I'm not gonna lie.
Maria definitely broke the internet with that.
Hold on. Before we get into the match itself, I don't know if you peeped, but Rhea walked out on Liv Morgan.
I didn't peep. Just now?
Nah, not just now. Maybe like 20 minutes ago. But it's looking like Rhea might be going heel, which is a great thing.
Let's fucking go.
And that would set up their program. That would set up a program between her and Bianca. And honestly, they need to save that shit for SummerSlam.
I need this. I need this.
Chemistry. Yeah.
Get my girl the fucking belt. I want her to face Bianca. Like, it's set up for that. And I'm picking Rhea. I don't care what nobody says.
I would pick Rhea too.
I'm picking Rhea.
I wouldn't.
But we know.
Of course you
know. We know. Anyways, this match actually was another one of those that was way better than it should have been. This shit was great.
I agree and I disagree. Because in like the last 10 minutes, Rhea, Liv, and Shayna and Natalya were gone. Like they just disappeared from the match, and it just became a regular tag team match. And I didn't really fuck with that.
I mean, that's how all multi-team tag.
Yes, but it felt too quick. Like it wasn't enough, in my opinion. It was too soon. Like I get you have to like rush the programming because you have the other matches, but it just didn't seem like it was done right.
The all-out scrap phase of those matches longer.
But that's how. Yeah, that's
like
how
there wasn't
pacing...
a clusterfuck. It wasn't that much. It wasn't hectic enough for me. That's where it really is. What it was Cap?
Cap? No, I don't say it's Cap. I was just saying like I like the pacing of the match. You know what I mean? It kind of gave everybody a chance to shine on their own. Because some of these females don't get enough time.
That's right.
So this was no, bruh, no. Natalya and Shayna were good. They were good. Everybody was good.
I didn't want them there. I'm not going. Everybody. I think it would have been better if it was a triple threat tag team match. Nah. I didn't want them there.
I think Natalya has to be on there just because of her experience. She's a legend in her own right.
But she hasn't done nothing like there hasn't. To be fair, on her part, they haven't done anything to give her any matches to push her into the Mania spot this year. You get what I'm saying?
Oh no, but
it's just her name that got her in.
She's Natalya. She has to.
Yeah, that's literally it.
It's a safe option. It's a safe option. But I know there were a lot of questions because y'all said this was my most controversial pick or whatever. I picked them because WWE has their tendency of going off the rails and picking the team that nobody would expect to win. The Iconics won 3 years ago, and nobody expected them to beat Sasha, Bayley, Natalya, Beth Phoenix, and then I think it was Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and the Iconics won. So you know, they have in these multi-team tag matches.
Who'd you pick?
I picked Shayna and Natalya.
Oh yeah, you did.
So like, if Shayna and Natalya weren't in the match, I would have gone.
Corey Graves was dropping real tears too.
I believe it. Damn, is Bianca's eye actually black? That shit is closed.
No. It might. Wait. She got an allergic reaction to the makeup. Ain't no way that's actually.
Nah, she got fucked up.
But hey,
she got that. She got that.
It had to be Tez. It was Montez.
She got that. Better get themselves together.
Hey,
to make a trip.
We don't joke about.
It's not. I wasn't. No, I wasn't doing it like that.
I know. But shit. Oh yeah. So if Natty and Shayna weren't in the match itself, I would have picked Sasha Banks and Naomi, but I had a valid reason for going off the grid with this pick. I mean, if it didn't end up working out, which I'm not mad at, you know, I don't regret picking them.
I feel you. But all right. So, in my opinion, the second best match of the night, or of like WrestleMania period, Pat McAfee and Austin Theory. This shit was awesome.
Your second best?
This was my second favorite for sure. Like solid.
All right.
Where did you have it?
Top 5, but not second.
It was very entertaining. I think all the celebs actually they did a good job with celebrity slots. Like they picked some people that really have a love for wrestling and really was gonna put it all out there and prepare.
People have been telling me about Pat and the fact that he actually does wrestle or did wrestle, and you could see it. So I really had no problems with this, and the fact that Vinnie Mac came out to fight was awesome. Stone Cold coming out was awesome. That's why it gets to number 2. Not just this match, but everything that ensued from this match.
I will say that, I feel like there were other ways they could have went about the post-match shit. Like, the action was good. Pat did great. The crowd made it a whole lot better. Back to my point that the crowd is probably 25% of why matches are good. Yep. But I just think it was very weak that Vince had to pin Pat McAfee.
I was more hyped before the match started. You know, I
was too, son. His entrance was so good.
I was like, oh shit! I was going crazy. But then the match happened, and it was like, okay, yeah, this is some bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, the match was very, very good. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at what he did. I'm not mad at what Austin Theory did either. I'm just mad at everything that happened in between Pat winning and Stone Cold coming out. Like, you could have easily accomplished what you wanted to accomplish if, you know, Vince and Austin Theory just whooped the shit out of Pat McAfee. It looks a lot better. Because not only do you damper his moment, but you make him look weak. Like, Pat got no offense in against Vince McMahon. None.
He didn't. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't know why.
Bro, he went down on the weakest fucking clothesline I've ever seen anybody throw. A grown-ass man went down on a weak-ass...
It was a bad sell. But there were a bunch of bad sells in that one. There was the stunner that Austin Theory oversold.
That was gold. But
I liked it.
Everybody oversells the stunner. And you know who's to blame for that.
Yeah, that one was just ridiculous. This nigga jumped and was running in the air.
Everybody oversells the stunner, bro, and it's The Rock's fault.
It is The Rock's fault. The Rock is a constant overseller of everything, though.
Yeah, but he oversells. He purposefully oversells the stunner.
Yeah,
because
the most famous overselling.
Yeah, but you know why he oversold that shit in the first place?
Why?
Because he wanted to make Stone Cold laugh.
Really?
He wanted him to break character. Yeah, he wanted them to make him laugh.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so
did
The Rock is. I don't think so, but The Rock is the reason why people oversell the Stunner. And that shit, the botch with Vince, that shit had me in stitches. Bro, I'm sorry, but that shit was gold, son. A lot of people are just like, that shit looked terrible, but that shit was funny as hell.
That was bad. No, like that was like the worst Stunner. Like it was bad. It was like
that shit was funny.
I'm surprised that man could fold backwards like that.
Bro, no. What? No.
I thought he was gonna be done. I thought he was gonna be Professor X after that.
He has no coordination now, son. He has no coordination. He cannot take any 70s. Wrestling move. Yeah.
Bro, I was surprised. Did you see his knees? Like, how did he? I didn't think he was capable of falling backwards like that.
Yeah.
That was on accident.
That was the little.
Yeah, it was not on purpose at all.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this. That was one of those life alert falls. That was not on purpose.
That's what I'm saying. But I didn't think that he would be able to get up. Like, I thought he would be Professor Xavier, Charles Xavier from now on.
It was so bad that he tried, like, when Austin kicked him in the gut to set up the Stunner, bruh dropped to a knee. Like, I don't know if he was trying to.
He kicked in the stomach and dropped to a knee.
Bro, go watch this shit. Go watch this shit.
It's fun.
Like, you gonna kick me in the stomach, so I'm gonna fall forward.
Yeah, your natural fall backward. Bro, I swear to God, he fell back right one knee. It looked like when I don't know who did it, but somebody crossed. Oh, Kyrie crossed Ricky Rubio down to a knee like he was proposing. But that's what that shit looked like. And so I'm just like, your natural inclination as a wrestler when you get kicked in the gut is to lean forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the classic.
He didn't even do that setup. Son, he got kicked in the gut and flailed his arms back and dropped to a knee and tried getting up without using his hands and couldn't do it.
That shit was not working out.
I'm telling you.
That shit did not work out.
He should.
Yeah, he's gonna do 1,000-pound squats in the gym.
Yeah.
You saw that clip? He thought he was just
Yeah. And then when he tried to get up, he was stumbling back to the ropes, and then Austin had to corral him to get him to stay balanced enough to get the stunner off. And he still couldn't get the damn stunner off, son. That shit was so gold that Stone Cold got up and he was laughing like shit.
It was bad. That whole joint was bad. But
it was gold.
Said, it was so bad that it was good.
It's good. It was great.
Yeah. And before I talk about Stand and Deliver, let's talk about this last one. Not much to really say. I expected it. Like
I won't block, but this was my second one. No, my third one where I was like, I'm picking my guy no matter what. I'm picking Glock Lesnar no matter what.
Hey, look. Only reason why I picked Roman is because it just did not make sense to put two belts on Lesnar.
So, Noah, you're going to laugh at this shit, bruh. You know the joint that he be wearing on his neck, or Roman be wearing on his neck?
Yeah.
Why did Billy think that it was dried chili peppers? I'm being dead serious.
He's uncultured.
I swear to God. It's like it's not that at all.
Dried chili peppers.
For what?
Was he hungry?
He was just like, I don't know how he hasn't broken out yet. He always has those peppers around his neck. I was like, what?
All those damn peppers.
It's like, does he change the produce? Like, how does he?
He thought that was his new gimmick. I'm the pepper man. I'm gonna throw some pepper in your eye.
All them joints had GMOs. That's why he ain't break out.
Oh, dog, I almost lost it. It was when we were streaming today. I was in tears, bro.
The peppers around his neck is crazy.
Peppers.
I'm sorry, Billy, but I had to tell them that shit. That
damn, Billy
was the best thing I heard today. I was in tears.
Billy, not the peppers, bro.
Yeah, the red chili peppers.
Peppers. Hey,
yeah. Wild shit.
Honestly, son, this match went exactly how I thought it would.
Yeah.
Everybody throwing out their best shots at such a frequent rate. They
was like
followed the
13 different spears, 15 super punches, suplex city, the whole thing. Yeah,
and
it was what we thought it would be.
It's partly Roman's fault, but like when you put two guys together who have such a limited skill set, like you're prone to have matches like this. Like it works the same way with Goldberg. Like Goldberg has
they don't got
exactly.
They don't got a big bag. They both two hulkishly big, swole guys. Like,
yeah, and they have 7 moves.
They only gonna do
and
it
after
so much.
them 7 moves, like that's it.
That's it. And like I find it unfortunate, that the end was
the actual chili peppers. Actual
quick.
Chili peppers.
Yeah, I was thinking about the band too. It's unfortunate because like this match was so like the hype that they put behind it, the way they built it up was, to me, it was mediocre. Yeah, I get, and then I was watching the match itself, and it was like, you know what? I get why they tried to market this as the biggest main event of all time, because it's never been done. A unification of 2 world titles has never been done on that stage. So I get it.
Yeah.
The match itself did not live up to it. The match itself wasn't bad though. It was decent. It was decent. I would have take away the ending, the abrupt ending. The match was like a C+. And that's not it's not terrible, but for a main event at WrestleMania, that's not good.
For that card, without like some crazy cameos and stuff, I feel like that's the best it could have been.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't make it cheesy. Let them wrestle. Let them get their moves off, and then somebody's gonna win. I feel like that made this the least interesting fight out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or one of them, just because it's like I was rocking with Brock, but we all knew who was going to win. We all knew what was going to happen.
The biggest match of all time just might be next year when Roman faces The Rock.
Yeah, for sure.
That's different.
That's going to be the biggest match of all time.
Yeah, but this one definitely followed the same script. There's only one script, really, when you have Roman and Brock. You've seen it 4 times.
Exactly.
I pray to God this is the last time I ever see this shit, because it's one of the worst. It's one of the worst long-standing rivalries in the company's history.
It's just
because
tired,
they've never it's so tired, one, and they've never let it. They've never had a good match. There's never been a good I
would rather see him and Bubbles go back at it. I'd rather see.
I enjoyed the Bubbles match.
Yeah, they always leave it to where it's like, all right, we're gonna have to run that back to make this one a classic. Like, no, it's not gonna be a classic.
It's not gonna happen. It's just not. They don't have that good chemistry.
The styles don't. Yeah, it's not gonna make for a classic.
Yeah.
Let it die.
It's not.
Bring in Dwayne, and it don't even matter. that match could be the same level of quality, and it will be better because it's The Rock.
Yeah, facts.
But The Rock's moveset isn't limited, and he knows. I feel like he has a better grasp of how to put on a better match with Roman.
He does.
I'm so interested in seeing like what The Rock can still do. He's been in action movie, so he still can move. Yeah, he's bigger, but he can still move because he's still action movie, jumping out windows and whatnot. Like
exactly.
I think it depends on what he's willing to do. What he's willing to do.
He will put on a classic.
He can do a lot, and it's going to depend on what he's willing to do, and what he's willing to do it's going to be based on that.
Yep.
He's willing.
The money will be there.
The money will be there. That's not his concern,
because it makes the most sense. This is where it started. This is him. All the things he's done in life. This is him. So they got to do it right.
I don't think this point in his life and this point in his wrestling career that he cares about the money that much anymore. I think it's more so the fact that he gets to wrestle family and do his family the favor.
Yeah. More so the money for them.
Yeah, and this is a marquee. Yeah, this is marquee. To only
they gotta do that joint like family reunion, like everybody. of the culture. Like everyone got to make an appearance. Like it's got to be something crazy.
Yeah. You know what would be tough? If family started picking sides. Like
that would be what would happen.
Oh, this man Keith just read my mind.
Because one of them is going to pick Roman, the other one's going to pick The Rock. Like I can see that happening already.
That's trippy as a mug that he literally typed that as I was saying it. Listen, that is what I want to see.
I'm way more interested in that. I'm already excited for next WrestleMania. This one was good.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
This one was great, bro. This one was great. It had big moments.
It was a good Mania. The best one in a while.
I will say that it was the best one in a while.
Honestly, son, to me, bro, this might be like, I don't know. I'm willing to put it in like top 10 all time. It might have just cracked top 10.
Okay, I was about to say probably 10.
I can see that. 10. And it's the craziest part about it is all the other ones in the top 10 are not modern era like ones. You know, like most of the best.
There's one modern era one.
Which one you got modern era?
Which one was it? I think it was 31. The one where it was headlined by, that was the one where Seth did the Heist of the Century.
Yeah.
Who else? Sting and Triple H.
Oh, okay.
Bray Wyatt and Taker had a really good match then. That ladder match, the Intercontinental Championship ladder match was tough. That event was sweet. That was the match. That was the same pay-per-view where Randy had that wild ass RKO on Seth. So those there are only two in the modern era that I would put in the top 10. It's that one and this one. And I think this one just cracked 10. And
if they do it right, just off of knowing that, like if they got it, like it's going to be Rock and Roman, the next one may just blow everything out the water.
It will.
It would. We got to make sure we keep our expectations.
You also got to remember that we're getting Damian Priest is now teamed up with Edge, which I'm calling means AJ Styles is going to team up with Finn Balor. I'm seeing a Demon versus Demon match for WrestleMania. Huh?
Finn Balor.
My bad.
It's a lot that can happen. But listen.
Put that Shane bag on back, for mispronouncing his name. Put it back on.
This bitch for this.
Was the reason the Rumble was butt cheeks because of Shane McMahon? Because he's removed? Great show.
But Shane was there.
But he wasn't a part of it. Like he wasn't in the back.
He didn't produce it.
This is the last time, Danny. This is the last time.
All right. Yeah. Because the show's almost over.
Yeah. Before we
keep it on, don't take that shit off.
I'm not going to because I wanted to get to this comment. I watched Stand and Deliver. Did anybody else? Did you?
I watched pieces of it. Yeah.
It was I'd say like a 5 out of 10. There were some good moments. The best thing was Cameron Grimes got the title. That's about it. Like, that was just the best moment. They didn't even show Raquel and Dakota Kai getting the belt, getting their tag team title. But, yeah, there's not really much to report. I didn't really fuck with it. It was mid.
I think what they need to do now, if they're going to start having 2-night WrestleManias, you can take the bag off now. I think that I don't know. I think they need to just do that Stand and Deliver. Maybe that needs to be the NXT during the week. And just make it big. Just make that, because nobody ever thinks of doing like a pay-per-view during the week.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you can take the bag off, bro. You can take.
No, I'm gonna keep it on until we end it.
Okay, all right, Shane.
That's fair.
But I'm gonna go back and watch Stand and Deliver. I didn't really get to watch it because I was on the road trying to get ready to go to Dreamville Fest, which was dope, by the way. Shit was very dope. But yeah, I just think if they're gonna make this a 2-night event, and they want to give NXT the shine. They need to schedule it a little differently because,
to what. Real quick, I also didn't like that Ciampa got that mid-match for his last fight. and he lost. That joint was not good. So when you watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about, Noah, because it wasn't all that.
Sheesh. Hey, well, contrary to what you say about NXT, it sounds like it was not a great showing. And it really does. I love NXT. So. It really does sound like they're sweeping this brand under the rug for them to have, what sounds to me like something just kind of like.
Women's match was cool.
Put together just before Mania to warm up people for Mania.
Yeah, no, that was not a good showing from NXT, in my opinion. Everything else has been gold, but yeah, that was rough. But it's hot in this bitch, so I'm ready to end it.
Yeah, I just drank a gallon. I don't know if y'all noticed, but this was full.
Yeah, when we started. You really crushed it.
I'm about to say, what the fuck are you drinking? Pedialyte?
It's water with some orange Mio in it to make it good.
Mio.
Oh, Mio. The little drink stuff. So I gotta crush at least that a day right now to water load so I can cut weight.
Yeah.
So I probably won't be watching any wrestling this week because the only thing I like to watch when I'm cutting weight is food videos, believe it or not. Weird. But I will be watching nothing but food and stuff like that while I eat my slave portions. So
I was about to say
so gravy because we got UFC
I will catch
next
back
week
with you guys
anyway.
I'll catch back with you guys next week, but I'll be around, and you may see some interesting things going down because I'm gonna be in my guy Bucky McBag's town for the next couple of weeks. So
yes,
we may link up and get some content.
Yeah,
get some things going.
We're gonna make it happen. Fun.
I'm jealous.
Food and something involved with food and maybe some wrestling.
You know what I feel like? I feel like one of the people one of the clan members on Django.
Yes,
we're gonna do that
right. First thing I thought.
I can't fucking see shit out this thing.
That's the first thing I thought. The masks were a nice idea. Just next time, let's execute it a little better.
Yeah.
So let's go. No masks this time.
We're gonna do the bags right.
My wife put a lot of time into these now.
Hey, no, next time don't ask me and mine for nothing.
He left.
Hey, I can't fucking see shit out this thing.
I'm leaving. Forget y'all.
I really can't see shit.
Because it was the way the eyes look. That was the very first thing when you put that on to start that came to my mind.
And all you ungrateful sons of bitches.
Well, all right, y'all. This has been shit.
A great episode.
Another rendition. Oh,
we don't need it.
I don't want it.
We don't want it.
I don't want it.
I rock with
Let
my
it
man.
die.
Glock Lesnar, but he's done.
We don't need it. We don't want it. And we don't
let him fight Bubbles when Bubbles is healthy, and maybe that'll be better.
But
and on that note, thank you, Big Bag. Take it away.
This has been another rendition of the All Real Crew. This is the last time I'm wearing this bullshit. I swear to God. So next week we're doing our UFC predictions because we got a big card. So we're definitely gonna touch on that. If I lose that one, then it's gonna be a mega punishment. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. Pray for me, guys. But until next time, it's your boys Tijon, Noah, and Jamil all the way over there.
Peace.
We'll catch y'all next time. Keep it real, folks.
He said take off the bag, please.
Fuck you, Keith. Bye.